All right. Looks like we are live here, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Welcome to Speed Stuff for Charity. My name is xenothelatino, and I am joined by my co-commentator DSB Mike. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here. Co-commentator for Xeno.
All right, and we have Zopni reading out donations and being our wonderful host for the evening. So I don't want to waste too much time here. So we might as well get right into the run.
This is it.
I will do a countdown from 5, and you can start the timer on go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. As all good games go, this game will start off with a decently long cutscene. So that is a majority of this game is cutscenes. So this is kind of just a chill kind of action adventure game. But because it's based off of a movie, the game kind of plays like a movie in some aspects. And you will see what I mean.
It's yeah. I mean, this is just great driving by Ron here.
Mm-hmm.
You always know it. You always know the start when you see Ron. Just get to the burrow.
Why don't I continue without saving? There's no reason. It doesn't affect the game one way or the other. There is a version of a skip where you do use a save warp kind of thing, but I won't be doing that in this run. It's kind of a little bit of an outdated strat.
Yeah, there's actually no auto saving in this game. Purely, we probably won't see many save books, but they're in the form of like a scroll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no auto saving. I do have a few save files backed up just in case I soft lock, so that'll be good. There, I'm just activating my Z menu so that little box goes away a little bit quicker. Saves about a second. Thank you for the good luck. But a lot of this game is pretty self-explanatory. There's a few really big glitches that we can sort of explain as we get to them. But most of the game is just doing it normal but fast. There we go. That was pretty quick, actually.
It was nice. It's interesting. The skips in this game, they kind of get harder as you go along the run. So,
and they also get riskier as you go throughout the run too. So, if you fail a skip early on, there's usually a few backups. But there's this one skip called Scourge Skip where if you fail it, like the run's just over. You'll see when we get
Scourge,
there.
baby.
There's a way to do this duel that I just learned earlier today, actually. Basically, if you stand right close to it, it basically guarantees that, ooh, come on, get hit. Thank you. Guarantees that you'll get, like, a pretty fast duel here. Because there's two different actions that the, washing machine can do there. It can spit a piece of clothing at you, or it can ram into you. And by standing closer, it basically cuts down the entire ramming animation and just ends it right away.
Yeah, and that cuts down the triggering point of the washing machine coming out really far, which can only eat into time sometimes.
For sure. Oh. And basically we're just doing some chores for the Weasleys here.
Yeah, apparently machine is out of commission now, but that's okay.
An interesting thing about this game is you don't actually get to Hogwarts until about 30 minutes into the game, and then you're only in Hogwarts for like a little bit more than an hour and a half. So like a good 1/4 of this game is just not in Hogwarts. But yeah, basically we just gotta knock these gnomes out and throw them over the garden fence.
If you were playing this game casually, you can actually get a well, I think it's wizard card for getting a high score here, but you can hit the scarecrows and the hay barrels in the field.
Yeah, we don't really care what our score is here in an any percent run. In a 100% run, we would have to beat Fred's high score. Okay, interesting. Because you get a wizard card from it, which you'll need to get the 100% medal kind of thing. But yeah, this is all RNG, kind of where these spawn. There's like a few predictable spots, but when they will spawn is definitely random.
Yeah, and as you can see, getting them just slightly over the fence. We just want them as close to that fence as possible.
Mm-hmm. Not only do we not care about our score, we want to do it quickly too, so short distances are better. And if you hit a gnome when they're like in their little hiding spot, the flipendo doesn't work on them for some reason, so some you just have to hit twice. Alright, there we go.
Nice.
They go flying. There's a lot of really interesting dialogue in this game too, that I kind of like to riff over sometimes because it's just too good. So you might hear me like say some lines, just repeat them over and over again because I think they're funny. And then the cutscenes in this game are brilliant as well. All right, cool. And now we have another cutscene. This game is perfect for donations, by the way, because there are so many cutscenes that we have plenty of time to read and respond to every and all donations.
Early game, there's a ton of chocolate frogs to get to, but we don't really eat them too often.
I wouldn't say
it
that
doesn't look like.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't look like we have anything new yet, but if I have time to, could I talk about the charity we are supporting?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this marathon is in support of the Direct Relief Charity Organization. Currently, Direct Relief is working for COVID-19 relief. They are working in overdrive to get protective gear and critical care medications to as many health workers as possible all across the United States and as quickly as possible. And emergency supplies are leaving daily from their medical facilities to help these frontline workers. Since January, Direct Relief has delivered more than 30 million N95 and surgical masks, more than 7 million gloves, more than 1 million face shields, and tens of thousands of protective suits and other items to help safeguard health workers.
That is absolutely incredible of them to do. So as you can see, your donation money will go to a very, very worthy cause, especially considering the global climate right now. So definitely something to consider. And if you like Harry Potter, now would be a perfect time to donate. Even just $1, every little bit helps. So right here, there's like, it's not a skip, I don't want to say, but that hand that's next to the book will knock me down if I move too quickly near it. So I can just go into my my dueling animation, I guess, by holding L, and I can just jump past it because it completely just ignores the speed check that would normally cause me to fall over there. So this is the second spell I guess we get in the book. It's Lumos. We don't use it too often. We use it right here because obviously tutorials have you use what you just gained access to. And you'll see I use it right here to find a hidden path.
Also, if you notice the menu popping up for explaining how to stealth, we press Z there just so the menu can go away a little bit quicker. I'm using the frame. Makes it go faster.
And I have to apply Lumos there anyway, so it's perfect. That was actually really good, because those vases that come at me from the bottom are RNG, and I didn't get hit by a single one of those, so... Alright, coming up is the first, I don't want to call it a major skip, but the first, like, skip of the run. I run to this corner, set my angle here, and basically, if I get the right angle, and I line myself up right there, that might work. Hold up. Yep, I can just jump right through that, and... it saves me having to put that imp in the cage over there, and it'll skip a little bit of a cutscene over here. So that was really good that I got it first try. I was kind of nervous about it. And then I get that treat to call Hedwig over here, And you'll notice that Hedwig just appears out of nowhere here. Normally there's like a 15-second cutscene that plays, but because the game thinks that we haven't done the imp yet, it just puts Hedwig there without playing the cutscene. And now we go up here. And I like to cast Lumos here, just because there's a few fake spots in the floor. It doesn't save or lose any time from doing that. It's just, I don't want to accidentally fall through the floor.
I agree. I totally agree. Safety net.
Here I'm doing another Z inventory skip. It's teaching us how to sneak. And in all the sneaking scenes, Harry's arm just does the worm, which kind of goes off.
Oh my god.
Oop, come on. You don't need to touch that, Harry. Thank you. This is just teaching us a little bit of like puzzle mechanics in the game, even though this is like one of the only puzzles that is in the game.
That we do in 90%.
Yeah. We skip 2 entire chambers in this game. Just from like exploits and glitches. So a lot of the gameplay we just completely skip over. But yeah, this is some riveting sneaking gameplay.
What's really interesting is after we skip these, which we'll see later on, right? When we skip the spell books, well, we actually get them in our inventory when we start the next new dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I honestly don't have the explanation for that, but I'm guessing it's something to do with the events.
Yeah, I can explain it once we get there, without getting too far ahead of ourselves, because it'll be easier. After I skip Scourge, you'll sort of see what I mean. And it's in the Incendio chamber, it works out. Alright, we have a pretty long cutscene here. It's about a minute long, so I don't know if any donations came in.
Looks like one did. And this is $5 from Tatted Raven Barista, saying, "You're a wizard, Xeno."
Thank you. This is one of my favorite cutscenes in the game, just because there's a really awesome wave that happens at the end that sets up the awesome romantic tension between Ginny and Harry.
Much tension.
You'll see what I mean in just a moment.
Mrs. Weasley just gives us a little bit of spending money, well, for our books.
Mm-hmm. The wizarding economy is very strange. You'll see what I mean. Basically, our textbook costs 1 sickle, and then a potion vial, which is literally just a piece of glass, costs 8 sickles. So I don't know what's going on in the wizarding world, but I guess glass is a hot commodity.
Yeah, like. So what's actually interesting about this Diagon Alley is Harry Potter 2 came out, the 6th gen version came out before Harry Potter 1. So when they were making this Diagon Alley, you can kind of, it's really similar to the first one in the cutscenes, but I guess some things got like scrapped between projects. So this is why both Diagon Alleys, if you play both games, they look very similar. There you go, 1 sickle.
And this just lets me like charge my spells, I guess. It makes them more powerful, as this gentleman is explaining to me. And there's lots of ambient coughing in every single store that you go into. It'll be very obvious once we come back in here during a cutscene. It's just, I guess, like a sickness found its way into the Harry Potter universe.
I need some hand sanitizer.
Alright, so now we're going to find out that Ginny lost all of her things, so we have to go collect them. So we have to go to 3 different stores and get the conveniently lost 3 different objects. That she lost 1 of each in the 3 different enterable stores. And there is a pretty interesting skip in this first store that I'm going to go into, which is the Leaky Cauldron. It's called Leaky Cauldron Skip, and basically Harry Potter jumps good is all I'm going to say.
He really eats himself. It's actually it's a very fulfilling skip. It's very easy to execute.
It is the easiest skip, but it's also one of the most fun skips.
It really is. You get that momentum, you're like, yeah.
It looks really cool. It looks like it shouldn't be possible. But basically, I need to get a total of 12 sickles. I need 4 to buy stink pellets, which you will see a really cool unintended use for later in the run. Let's see. Here's another puzzle. Also, you never ever use sickles in this game after you leave Diagon Alley. So it seems kind of like an afterthought almost.
Yeah, what did they do with the rest of the sickles? Maybe they put it in Green Gods secretly.
It could be true. Okay, I got hit by a barrel there. That doesn't really matter too much. But this is where the skip is. Basically, I'm going to jump really good. Pokey Hero, let's go! Alright, and that is that is a skip. And it basically just skips a whole really slow sidling section. And I think this is the only other time I will use Lumos in the whole run.
Say goodbye to Lumos.
And now I need to get the Spello tape. And now we can leave. Now we need to go to 2 more stores.
So, like, those looking kind of light brown barrels are really the only breakable barrels that we can get sickles from.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be looking for those to get our total of 8 here.
Yes. I need to get 2 more sickles here, and then I'll get 7 in Gamble and Japes, and then 1 in the Magical Menagerie.
I love the way how when we get his brass scales, I love the way how he says that.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy's brass scales. Like I said, riffing on a bunch of weird lines in this game because no one talks like a normal person. Some stink pellets. Yep.
Just a ton of wizards.
And here, I will equip the stink pellets, and it also gets rid of the text screen faster, so killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't need them yet, but I will be using them once I get to Hogwarts.
They're going to be very important when we see a big set of stairs.
Yes.
Up in Hogwarts.
Yeah, I have 7, so that's enough for now. And then I'll be getting 1 more in the next store.
It was really clean breaking. It was really clean breaking those barrels.
Thank you. I forgot to start my own timer, so I have no idea how I'm doing, but pretty good, I assume. This feels good. All right. Now, last store. Well, actually, there's 2 more stores, but this is the last store where we need to get something. And this will be the first of several really, really hard sneaking sections in this game. And that's the last sickle that I need. All right. Thank you, Deathline. All right, you'll see what I mean by the really, really hard sneaking section.
Didn't you hear me, Bob? Yeah.
Basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hold up and then left.
Literally.
And that can be said about almost every sneaking in this game.
As long as you have really good control, of the camera, like with the top-down look, you're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sneaking sections are denoted by that classic top-down camera look.
Top-down, baby.
Let's go.
Nice.
And now I will hold left and up. And that is sneaking in Harry Potter. Alright, and now I need to go buy my my 8 sickle glass vial, even though my textbook was 1 sickle. As I said, the Wizarding World economy is doing some crazy things.
The glass vial, the potion vial in this game is basically like, if anyone's ever played a Zelda game, it's like fairy in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use all your HP and you have a full potion vial, you'll be revived with full HP. So it's really good to have for like a safety net.
Yes, you can buy the potion vial without filling it, but I definitely recommend filling it, especially during a marathon. You got pizza? Dude, I'm jealous.
Shout out pizza.
I had pizza for dinner, actually. Now that I think about it. Alright, another little Z skip. Gotta fill up my vial. And then we will go back to Ginny and Mrs. Weasley. And then there is a pretty substantial cutscene there. It's about 2 minutes long. Perfect place to take a pee break. I have used it many a times to do that exact thing during attempts.
I agree.
But like I said, video games based off of a movie, you got to expect some cutscenes.
A couple lore scenes.
Mm-hmm. There's actually something interesting about this game is the sting pellets. You might be wondering why I bought them, because they're not essential to the game. I'll be using them to skip actually most of the story elements that happen in the game. I actually do need to pull up my splits just because I have them denoted, like where the cutscene skips are on them.
Quite a few too. There's at least like, I have 6 in my notes, but definitely. Mainly, they're very heavy. Once once we get to Hogwarts, they're very heavily used.
Yes.
Early on.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there's one before Avifors and one after Aragog. So there's 6.
Nice. Oh yeah,
right.
Lockhart, baby.
Now we have a cutscene here. So if any more donations came in.
Nothing new, but I do have something to plug in here.
Yeah, of course.
So we're still $29 away from our next incentive, which is Freedom Planet Play on Classic Mode. This will add another 7 minutes to the run. So this will be happening tomorrow, but if you all would like to see more Freedom Planet, we're just $29 away. And it goes to a great charity organization, and we would greatly appreciate it.
All right, thank you. But yeah, this is just some lore being explained. You can probably hear the coughing in the background. So direct relief would be a great thing to have in the wizarding world too.
Totally. Do you mind if I plug in some more direct relief?
Oh, absolutely.
So a little bit more about direct relief. Their mission statement is to improve the health and the lives of people affected by poverty or emergency situations by mobilizing and providing essential medical resources needed for their care. So in response to COVID-19, direct relief is focused on 4 key areas, which is providing PPE to safeguard health workers, deploying medication needed for intensive care units, boosting support to safety net facilities to address existing chronic gaps that are likely to grow, and collaborating with infectious disease epidemiologists, technology companies, and public agencies to use aggregated mobility data to support the COVID-19 response. Every dollar counts, and this goes to a great cause and a great organization.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so if you have a few extra dollars laying around, even just one, definitely consider donating to Direct Relief and this charity foundation. So, a funny story about the next area here. After I get to the Whomping Willow, there's a skip that I hadn't been doing in runs. Oh, my frames are kind of dropping right now, but it should be fine in a second. There is a skip that I learned 2 hours before this run started, so I'm gonna go for it, and if I don't get it, it'll be fine, but I'd definitely like to show that off.
I believe. You got it.
This skip itself isn't super new, but it is a new to me skip, so we will see what happens.
Some tree antics.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Ron is a really good driver.
I forgot to do that, and I told them I would. Alright, and this new skip that I learned is coming up, so we back. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Yeah, my internet just likes to do that sometimes. I've only dropped 314 frames so far, so shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's see what happens. One, two,
Yes.
3, 4. Oh, okay. We fell out. Not to worry, I will try it again. That was not the skip. That was the start of the skip, but we will go one more time, and if I fail again, I'm just going to do it normally. But this is about having fun and showing off some of the glitches that the game has to offer, so
Got it.
1, 2. Alright, there we go.
Oh my god.
That is Wampa Willow skip. Basically, if
There
you're
you go.
confused, I clipped into the tree, and then I had to do a series of really precise inputs there, and jump out of the tree. And that skips the whole little sneaking puzzle section kind of thing. And now we're here.
So cool to see how hollow that tree is. Oh god. I'm sorry, Wampa Willow.
And now I just kill a few of these. I don't know what they're called, like little wood gnomes, I guess. Okay, I need to turn around, I guess. There he is.
So going back to the Whomping Willow skip there, the precise movements, basically, once you get lodged into that tree, you gotta go down 4 times. And then you gotta wait a little bit in between each input, and then go right 6, and then left another, and then that's how you fully go through the Whomping Willow there. They're very precise inputs, but they work once you're in the tree.
The weirdest part about that skip is just how little you need to touch the joystick. Like, you barely touch it for it to work. The first time, I touched it a little bit too much, which is why I fell through the tree. But also, I guess I use Lumos on these things too. I think they're called GI Trashers, which makes sense because they're literal garbage. Alright.
Nice.
Little gnome imp things, yeah, basically. I mean, there's already gnomes and imps that we have seen in this run, so I don't know what to call them. There's a interesting little skip here. I can just do that. Guy Trashers, alright.
Once you see those guy trashers moving their head, like moving their necks a little bit, you can basically, that's basically the indication that they're gonna KO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, Craig, hey. Yes, thank you, expositional cutscene that shows me where the weak spot is. Basically, I just have to wait for him to show his weak hand, and then I hit the weak spot on his trunk, and I have to hit him 3 times. games. Yeah, nothing like super interesting going on here. I'm just gonna like dab with Harry, I guess.
Grabs the card, dabs.
I learned how to do this from Wonder Bread. I think it's kind of awesome. But yeah, this whole game is like a big meme, I guess. But Harry Potter speedrunning has kind of blown up recently, at least from my perspective. I only joined the community really in April.
Same time.
Yeah, me and Mike joined at the same time, and now we're pretty.
We like the GameCube version a lot.
We do. We're GameCube brothers. Joined at the same time, playing the same system. Mike has the second place time in this category, which is absolutely incredible considering how short he's been running this game.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But you're also top 6, right? And
Yep.
and your new time needs to get verified, or
Yeah, my new time hasn't been verified. It might be 5th place once it gets verified. But it's kind of just sitting in limbo right now. Gotta wait to see what happens with that.
and the former world record, Xeno held HP 3.
Yeah, for
On
on GameCube. All right, and that is the Whomping Willow boss fight.
If anyone noticed in chat, there were 2 pumpkin pastries that dropped there. Those 2 always drop. So in case you ever need to get HP, it's always nice to pick those up. Sequence.
It doesn't happen in this run, but for a donation, I will reenact the mysterious ticking noise.
Snape, Severus Snape.
Yeah.
Dumbledore. I mean, unfortunately, Snape looks like Lord Farquaad, but
You don't actually see Dumbledore in this game, do you? With the cutscene skips.
no, unfortunately. Actually, wait, the ending.
Oh, you
the
do.
ending's-
The ending cutscene, you do see him. That's right. But this is Snape, so he looks kind of scary.
Yeah, very intense.
Pumpkin pasty. You called it a pastry again, bro. He literally is Lord Farquaad. You're right, Deadline. And count yourselves lucky.
I'm going back to my swamp. Lord Farquaad.
He literally looks like Lord Farquaad, yeah. Have a nice night, Barista. Thank you for tuning in and donating to Direct Relief.
I will definitely deduct house points. It's one of the very lines stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, stink pellet skips coming up, chat.
Yeah, the first use of these mysterious stink pellets that I have. But first, I gotta run up these stairs and through another loading screen.
Yes.
This game loves loading screens. That is one thing that HP1 did better than HP2, is the whole castle was one big map rather than several smaller loading zones. So here, on the second floor, a cutscene is supposed to play, but if I throw a stink pellet where the cutscene is supposed to load, I lag the game just enough to the point where it's like, oh, you lagged the game, cutscene is not going to play.
Yeah.
Something more...
nearly headless.
Something a lot more technical than that, but also, it skips a cutscene that would normally play here, too, where you learn what the password is to get into the portrait. So we just go in not knowing what the password is. Which, by the way, I think is... No, that's an HP1. It's Kaput Draconis. I don't know what it is in this game, because I always skip the cutscene.
Nearly headless might be fully headless by this time. These skip scenes. Oh, we're gonna see some bros coming up.
We are, and there's another really, really hard sneaking section.
Oh, interesting. Pokey Part 2.
All right. Yeah, something like that, Deathline. Something where if you lag the game where a cutscene is supposed to play, it just doesn't load. And we do that 6 times in this run.
And for this, for GameCube and Xbox, they're actually the same version of the game, but since GameCube has slower load times, the community decided to do loadless. Because there's a good significant time difference between the loads between the GameCube and Xbox version, but they are completely the same version.
And there is one difference, is there's an exclusive glitch on GameCube, which I won't be doing in this run because it is extremely difficult, not marathon safe, and I haven't learned it. So a few things stacked up against me in that respect.
I'm still testing the waters with that. I don't even know.
Yeah. For comparison, only one person has completed a run doing it, and he has the world record, and that is Starlight Sims. I wanted to shout him out. He has done a lot of glitch refining in this game, for sure. Alright, and we are going down to my first lesson, which is flying. If Harry wants to not get caught on the furniture, that would be amazing. Alright, and then there's another cutscene skip coming up here, in between the 3rd and 2nd floors. A hot spot for cutscenes in this game is on the 2nd floor, for whatever reason.
We will be going to the 2nd floor a lot in this game.
Yes, this game loves the 2nd floor. Alright, so on this staircase there is a cutscene skip. Basically I can time those because my game will start to load, and if I mash the button that the sting pellet is on after the game starts to lag, it's almost guaranteed that the cutscene skip will work. There's only one cutscene that's like really, really bad to miss because it's like literally would lose 5 minutes.
It's the one with Dumbledore.
Yes,
right?
It's the one cutscene with Dumbledore that we where Dumbledore would be, but we don't get to see it, unfortunately. Yeah, Starlight Sims, that guy's awesome.
Godfather.
And just like a huge shout out to the Harry Potter speedrunning community in general. Like I've said, it's grown pretty big in the recent past.
Yeah, happy to be a part of it. Thanks for
Definitely.
And I know this is 6th gen, and I know this is, but I didn't mention much about the PS2 version, and that's because the PS2 version is actually very different. I mean, I'm not too big of a difference, but it is different. It's its own category.
It's very noticeably not the same game, if that makes sense. It has the same like bare bones, but gameplay mechanics are quite different.
The prefix are a lot more aggressive in the PS2 version. Stealth actually quite hard in that game.
Yeah,
I find.
The PS2 stealth is actually hard. So there I'm just calibrating my broomstick. It basically lets me choose whether I want to play on inverted or regular controls. Obviously I play on regular controls because you have to be psychotic to play inverted. And now I just fly through some rings. This is basically setting you up for how Quidditch works later. And now I get to sit for a minute and just look at Ron and Neville.
That's it. We this is time for TED Talk.
Do you have a quick donation real quick?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we have $10 from Knee Brace Radio. No comment.
Thank
but
you.
I'm assuming they want the reenactment.
You guys want the the mysterious ticking noise? Let us know if that's what you wanted, Knee Brace Radio. But yeah, we just have a minute here to chill. You can see them looking up at me. All right, you guys want the mysterious ticking noise? Snape, Snape, Severus Snape, 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 Severus Snape, Dumbledore, Snape, Severus Snape, 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 Severus Snape, Dumbledore, Ron, Ron, Ron Weasley, Ron Weasley, Harry Potter, ooh, Harry Potter, Harry Potter, ooh, Harry Potter, and yeah, that's as much as I can do as one person. So, hope you guys like that. Hope that was worth it.
It was great. It was great sound.
Can we do that again? Only if you guys donate more money. Another $10. My favorite is the Harry Potter one. If you want to see me embarrass myself again, donate another $10.
If anyone has noticed, though, but there's a certain house with a different color than normal.
Oh yeah, Hufflepuff is usually yellow, but for whatever reason, in this game they decided to make them purple, and purple Hufflepuff will forever haunt me. It just looks so bad.
And honestly, I can't explain that. I have no explanation.
Me neither. It's like, because the movies had already been out by the time this game was made. Purple Hufflepuff isn't real, you're absolutely right. Oh, and if you hear that screeching in the background, those are my birds. They are probably trying to sleep right now, but...
Alright, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Yeah, donate with some of your favorite Harry Potter quotes. I think that would be kind of cool. Also, there is a certain skip in the run that I will be donating $1 for every attempt that it takes me to get.
Also, we do a lot of heavy lifting for Hermione in this game.
We do. Hermione, like, we're basically just Hermione's, like, water boy. But as we said earlier, this game heavily favors the second floor, which you will see right now.
Also, Neville just doing Neville things.
Yeah, you'll see. It sounds like he's, like, really pressed up against a wall in there, but, once we free him, you'll see that he has, like, a whole frickin' room back there, so he's really just being overdramatic. Yeah, Scourge skip, knee brace radio. And if anyone would like to match me, donating $1 for every attempt it takes, hopefully I won't take too many. My limit will probably be up to 20, so $1 for every attempt, up to 20 attempts. Got another cutscene skip here. You'll match? Alright, Deathline. Alright, got that cutscene skip. I will let you know when that skip is coming up. These books are so annoying. They take a lot of health, and they're really slow if they hit you. Here's another really hard sneaking section.
That's a great book evasion, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get hit. Alright, yeah, that sneaking section exists. Ooh, I just snorted. That was kind of bad. So basically, we need to go to the library to get this conveniently placed book that's right here. And now we can magically pick up Horklumps. Because we know how to.
We read.
We did read the book, but not really. It's like me studying for a test, basically.
I made the index flashcards, but I didn't look at them. That was it for me.
Yeah. I mean, the act of writing out the note cards is actually more helpful than the act of rereading the note cards. So if you really... Free study tip from me. If you actually want to study, it's better to just write and rewrite note cards than write the note cards once and read them. Fun fact. because that gets more parts of your brain working.
A double book. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I avoided the books twice, but now we are going to go to the herbology greenhouse.
There's no Professor Sprout here, unfortunately.
Imagine studying that is true, Deathline. Me. Imagine being literate enough to, like, study. Alright. In the PS2 version of the game, those warps don't exist. So, like, I just walked forward and ended up at the greenhouse. In the PS2 version, you have to walk all the way from the castle to the greenhouse. And that's true of any area that you go to in this game.
Yeah, it's actually different than Harry Potter 1 and 3 on 6th Gen. You actually have to do a lot of walking between open area. Hogwarts grounds. Hogwarts grounds?
Yes. But this is the book that we had to read to go pick those things up. There's a few different things that you can do in this room. I always just do this because I think it's the easiest and fastest.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you have to pick up all 5. I still have to see if we don't have to, but...
I think you do. I think there's no way to get around doing it. As I said, I won't ever use Lumos again, so I'm going to go ahead and equip Defendo here. Alright, that's fine. That was kind of slow, but it's okay. You just got to brute force your way through those things.
Yeah, I actually like the way you took there.
I know you go around the other side where all, like, the mushroom things are, and you wait for those to, like, disappear.
Yeah. I have to practice that. Where you go?
Yeah, if you just hit the Horklumps so you don't get, like, hit by them, you can just walk right past them.
All right, Stink Pellet. Skip coming up.
This, the one upcoming is the most important one, because it's literally saves as much time. Like, it saves more time than all of the other cutscene skips combined, I bet. Like, this cutscene is just so long.
It's a long cutscene. It's like really fun casually. Like, it's nice seeing Dumbledore and Fox, but this type of situation.
Yeah, you'll kind of notice that you won't really understand the story of this game unless you're familiar with it, because all the cutscenes that we skip are the story in this game. So eventually we'll just get to the end, and there's gonna be, like, a snake in the Chamber of Secrets, and you're like, whoa, why did this happen? Alright, I really hope I get this cutscene skip.
You got it.
I'm gonna throw another one just to be really safe. Okay. Nice. We got it. The run is still alive. Also,
that cutscene you see before entering the stairs is always... You can't skip that one.
Yes. That plays upon entry to the stairwell. World record pace. I actually have no idea what pace I'm on, so... Because dumb little me did not start my timer. It might be PB pace. Alright, now would be a good time for donations if any new ones came rolling in.
Indeed one did.
All
we
right.
have $1 from Ness saying British people be like, Harry Potter.
British people be like, Harry Potter. British people really be like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep.
Just a quick little update. We are currently $28 away from meeting Freedom Planet, play on classic mode. I'll add another 7 more minutes to that run. So if you want to see more Freedom Planet when it happens tomorrow, get those donations in. We're really close. Just need a little bit more.
And depending on how many house points you have with these house point scenes, you either get good horns or bad horns. horns. They're just like happy horns or disappointing horns. I find it very devastating when I hear the dead horns.
All right, so now we have another skip coming up in the Expelliarmus chamber. It is considered one of like the easier skips in the run, but it's like my worst skip, so
You got it.
hopefully I can get it within a few tries. This isn't the one that I'm gonna donate $1 for each attempt, because it won't take more than like 3 or 4 at the most. Scourge skip could take anywhere. I've gotten it first try, and I've gotten it like in the 30s, so like I said, 20 failures, please. Like I said, I will donate $1 up to $20 per attempt. And Deathline said he would match me, so I'm going to hold him to that. And if we have any other matchers in the chat, that would be totally awesome. But yeah, we're pretty much done with cutscene skips for now. The next one won't be until right before Avifors. You'll match, but only if I do it first try.
A little more Professor Lockhart.
Yes, Professor Lockhart is not full of himself at all. Totally doesn't have a god complex. Definitely does not have a portrait of him holding a portrait of himself in the back. Totally level-headed and honest individual.
Him and Snape look like the same height. What is this?
I don't know. All I know is that Lockhart looks like a friggin' banana. Like, that's all I can think about. Professor Poghart, that might be true.
Lockhart.
He's so dreamy.
Professor. Oh, and there's also a ton. You're gonna see, chat. There's a ton of crawl spaces in this game.
There is, yes.
A ton.
Which is kind of weird to think about. Like, what was the architect thinking?
It's the reveal a crawl space.
Yeah, okay, that might be true. He literally, he stole all the yellow. He is the embodiment of yellow. But this game has a lot of, like, yellow and very warm undertones and everything. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this game, it might be because I'm really biased with this game, but I think this game holds up really well in this day and age.
Me too.
Like, graphically,
Yeah, it plays even better than HP3 and HP4, which also came out on the GameCube. This is definitely the best one as far as gameplay goes and controllability. Basically, I gotta kill these things. Oops, I missed it. Okay, we got it. It's fine. Sometimes they lock onto you and just decide like not to come all the way down, so that's a little bit cool. Alright, that's good. Yeah, and this is where Expelliarmus skip is coming up, the one that I'm not the best at. Okay, that's not gonna work. That was way too far. Basically, if I jump off the side here and I rub up against that pillar, Harry will just grab it and climb up through it, and then there's another little part of the trick that I need to do. Okay, that's also too far. But that'll be fine. This trick is not hard. Remember that. There we go. Now hopefully I can get this part. This is the part that is actually hard. There we go. And we just walk right through that entire platform.
Casually.
Okay, that was... Everyone look away. Close your eyes until I tell you to open them. That was meant to happen. That was
It's intended.
Totally meant to happen. That was a that was RNG manip for Quidditch. All right, everyone, you can open your eyes.
There we go.
I can't believe I did that. That's awesome.
Yeet.
So basically the trick with these gargoyles is they'll always throw it directly at you if they throw with two hands. And other than that, you just kind of have to, like, be able to run and react to where they threw it. Or you can just wait till they always throw it with two hands. And this is one of 3 gargoyles that we will be fighting this run.
That was a nice catch with the second hit.
Yeah, a lot of the
That's double
stuff that
hands.
I do in this run I learned from watching Wonder Bread, who is a veteran runner of this game, but has been MIA
Wonder
for a
Bread.
few months. So I never got the chance to watch any of his runs because I joined the community pretty recently. And he started streaming again recently, and I've picked up a few little tricks from watching him, so that's awesome. But yeah, that was the Expelliarmus Chamber. And believe it or not, that is like the most of a spell chamber that we will play in this run, besides Incendio.
And that'll be the last time we're picking up a spellbook. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
isn't
true.
Hogwarts.
Oh no, we pick up Incendio.
Oh right, we do pick up Incendio. Okay.
But yeah,
It's almost.
we don't actually pick up the Scourge or the Avafor's spellbook.
They're also huge books.
That's true. You'll see with Hogwarts: A History in particular, in a certain cutscene, that the books are as big as these 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Basically, we have to duel Draco, and sometimes he decides to be like really, really good at dueling, and other times he's like really easy. So I wonder what fight I'll get here. You wish.
You wait. 1, 2, 3.
All right, looks like we are getting baby Malfoy fight, which is awesome. Basically, he's stun locked.
This duel's so satisfying.
Oh. Okay, we got half of baby Malfoy fight and half whatever this is. Okay, I guess. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Usually he's just stun locked for the whole match or not at all, so that was kind of weird. Weird to get half and half. But I don't know where he learned this, like, huge... What am I trying to say? This very difficult spell in his second year.
Yeah. When I know where this thing.
Because he didn't transfigure a snake. He, like, created one out of thin air, which is, like, at least 5th year magic.
And Professor Snape just stood there, and Lockhart they let it happen.
Mm-hmm. And Harry was like, "Hiya, Sarasya." Yeah, in case you
I
didn't...
agree.
I guess I'm a parcel mouth too, guys.
Confirmed.
Donate for me to say more things in Snake, or alternatively, I can also speak in cursive, or like a early 2000s pop punk band from the Midwest.
I have the power of parcel mouth and God, my son. I don't know.
That's, yeah, me too. He literally does say, "Hiya, Sarasya," which means, go away.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna start introduce Quidditch now. Into this run.
Basically, Quidditch is the worst thing that exists in this game. Yeah, it's bad. Okay. My snake is a little bit rusty. So basically, donate to SS for C7, and snake is...
That was really
good. So you heard me. All you snakes out there, donate, please. Dude, this is such a meme. I don't know. I'm just having fun, guys. That'll be $1, please.
Fun. Playing Harry Potter.
Yeah, just
Showing off.
chilling with the boys, running some Harry Potter. Let's go. Any snakes in chat?
I know some of you in chat like have a crush on Wood. Oh wait, there's Ron, but we gotta see Wood.
We do. Yeah.
There we go.
The way we're going to do that is practice.
Ooh, look at all these snakes.
Let's go. Come on, snakes. Let's get sickening. Basically, this is a Quidditch tutorial. And there is one cutscene in this that I can skip. And I will do it if I can. It's kind of random whether or not you skip it. Basically, he explains everything as you're doing it. And one mechanic in Quidditch is called the bludger. Snakes do hate racism, as do all of us on the SS4C team and roster. So, shoutouts to hating racism. But basically, if I stay far enough away from the bludgers, he'll just never explain what they are.
Yeah.
Which saves like 10 seconds. See there? Okay, we didn't get it, so it's fine. They hurt too. So yeah, it just saves a little bit of time there. Because you can, like I said, you can skip that cutscene playing. And basically, once I'm close enough and I feel confident that I can activate this catching cutscene, if it wants to activate. I guess it didn't, so I liked that so much that we are gonna do it again. If there's any donations that came in, now would be a okay time to read them.
Nothing new, but I would like to at least update us on our current bid wars.
Yeah.
Currently, Super Metroid Ascent. We currently have $30 to kill the animals, but currently leading the charge is Save the Animals with $62. We have a lot of bid wars, and a lot of incentives, a lot of targets that still need to be met. So any amount would be appreciated and goes to a great cause.
Alright, I just need to wait for my boost to reach maximum, and then hopefully I can activate the cutscene this time. There we go. That is what was supposed to happen the first two times. And it's basically RNG whether you actually catch the snitch. You just have to spam the A button and hope you get it. So, and now it'll make me catch the snitch one more time in this section. And then I'll just need to worry about it 3 other times in the run. So
it's interesting. Like the first hour and 15 of this run, it's not too RNG heavy, but the back half with those, as was just saying, the extra Quidditch matches really add time for RNG. And Aragog, what we'll see later in the run is all RNG boss, so we don't have anywhere to manipulate him.
And the snake fight at the end is a little bit of RNG.
Yeah.
Just because there are, I guess, tunnels that you can come out of that are faster or slower. Alright. Want to get a decent boost going here. Make sure I have a straightaway that I can activate it on. And then we should be all set to go.
Also, the way the ring route appears in this game is totally random.
Yes. I think there's a few set paths that it chooses from, but the paths when they appear are random. Also, shoutouts to the snitch grabbing RNG that I got.
Yeah, that was... I always love that first snatch.
Yes. Thank you, Wood.
Wood's just like, yeah, here you go. Here's his Nimbus 2000. Alright. Nighttime.
It is time for Ron to go to sleep.
That is.
Hello there, Hermione. Yep, totally natural speaking cadence going on here.
What's the matter? So this is the Night of Scourge, actually, chat, coming up.
It is.
Well, we got a bits to go, but it is the next skip is coming up.
Also, basically, Malfoy called Hermione the equivalent of a Wizarding World slur here. So donate if you are against discrimination. If you if you have the means to do so. Donate one donation equals one hug for Hermione. No, Ron didn't call her that. He was explaining to Harry what Draco called her.
Yeah.
Ron would never. Ron is better than that. Yeah, wow, Draco is right, dude. He did. That is true, Ness. I assume that's Ness coming from the SS4C account. Hello. Alright, so basically Scourge Skip is coming up in like 5 or 8, between 5 and 10 minutes. I don't actually know because my timer's not going, as I said. But basically you'll notice that they have to go to bed every night so that they can sneak out. And if you look really closely, you'll notice that they are completely blue in this cutscene, which is kind of awesome. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die.
Hermione just recruiting Harry.
It's true.
To go get this book. But we actually haven't used sneak belts in a bit, but we will after this night.
But yeah, this is another time that we go to the second floor, so...
I think, yes, we go to the second floor at least I feel like almost once every day.
Yeah, I think that's probably true, actually. After the first night. I don't know, that might be true. I've never played the GBC games. But
Like that song.
I think you have a list of all the consoles this game came out on, right, Mike?
Oh yes, so chat. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Ready? I'm going to rattle off each version. There's a GBA game, Game Boy Advance game, Game Boy Color game, the GameCube version, the PC version, the PlayStation version, the PS2 version, and the Xbox version.
Mm-hmm. And only the GameCube and Xbox version are the same gameplay-wise. All the others are completely different games from one another. So, can someone say cash grab? Also, I would like to take a moment to just say that as much as I love the Harry Potter universe, J.K. Rowling has said some not good things about transgendered people in the past, and I would just like to say that despite playing her games, I do not support her in any way in the statements that she has made about trans people. So yeah.
I agree with you, Zeno. JK.
Yeah, for real. Like, very cringe. Not even cringe, like, just, like, actually hateful and, like, detrimental to a lot of people's mental health, so... It goes beyond just being cringe when it actually starts to hurt people. Exactly, Mike. I'm one to separate the art from the artist. I can appreciate what she's done in the past, but as she is in the present, she is not someone to be looked up to as a role model. But this whole section is basically just me walking across this bookshelf for minutes. So if there are any donations, first of all, why aren't there any more donations? And second of all, it would be a great time to read some.
Absolutely, we got a couple. So we got
hell yeah.
$1 from Zopni. He says, we're better. Also $1 train. Choo choo.
Ooh.
And then we also have a $1.31 donation from Ness. It says, I hate slurs, but can you sing Crazy Frog?
This is gonna sound awkward, but I don't know what Crazy Frog sounds like off the top of my head.
It's Crazy Frogs. Oh my god. It's not a YouTube video, is it? Oh god.
Oh shoot. Okay, I'm kind of noobing it right here. Can you sing Crazy Frog, Ness? You want to unmute your mic?
I actually don't want to sing Crazy Frog right now. I'm sorry.
Dang. Basically, I am failing right now. Another really cool thing about this game, especially this section, is Harry's jumping is automatic, as in, if I walk close enough to a ledge, he will just jump off of it. So as you see, these platforms are very small. So sometimes, if I'm not careful enough, Harry just decides that, yes, he does want to jump off the 3rd floor of the bookshelf.
And I think the book placement is a little bit RNG, like, in terms of where they are on the pathway.
Yes, and it's RNG whether the books stay in position for long enough for you to cross them, or if they go in and right back out. Like, we'll see what this book does. So this book goes in, and it immediately came back out, and there's no way for me to know it's going to do that or not. And then that blue book stayed in position for a while.
It's very, like, it's a very concentrated, like, ascend.
For sure. I have fallen off this top floor before, and I did cry, so I'm going to be really careful here. Thank you. Okay. I thought my game just crashed, and I was going to crash.
That happens to me, too, also, through that door.
That's basically what happens, Mike the Magician. So we're going to use Hedwig again here. There's a chest here for some reason, and if Harry wants to talk to it, I'll send you Crazy Frog if you sing it. I'm going to need a few more dollars to sing Crazy Frog, Ness. Now we got to call Hedwig over here.
So we're gonna do a little bit of running back and forth here until we get Hogwarts history, and then we'll commence the.
Oh yeah. I'll introduce you to the ladder the first time we go to it. We might get to know that ladder very well.
Very known.
But basically, this skip coming up in about 2 minutes is the skip that I will donate $1 per attempt up to 20 attempts. And Deathline said he'll match me, and any other matchers in the chat would be Pog. Hopefully I'll get it like 20 failures, please. Oh god.
They literally have a cutscene to show the ladder dropping.
But yeah, this ladder we might get to know very well. Also, Harry's arm just does the worm here. It's very visible on this sneaking in particular. But I will try to explain what Scourge Skip is once I start doing attempts of it. Hopefully it'll only take one attempt and I won't even get to explain what it is.
First tripod.
Use
the Findo again.
Funny story, in my first ever run that I did of this game, where I did Scourge Skip, I got it first try. So that is a little bit of awesome sauce. All right, and here we have Hogwarts: A History.
There it is.
But as soon as I get this out of bounds clip, I will need a little bit of silence in the call. I know Mike understands.
Yes.
Cool.
Then we can explain after.
I can explain it while I'm doing it. So
Okay.
basically,
Sounds good.
I'm gonna climb up this ladder, and there's an animation that continues to play after you're at the top of the ladder. And if you go into from an up input to a neutral input on the frame that the animation ends, you just clip out. So that is 2 tries. Okay, interesting, Harry. Can you not? Okay, I'm gonna die here. No, I'm not. I have a potion vial. Haha. So we're at 2 tries. But basically, I want to go from an up input to a neutral input. Oh, and I'm dropping frames. That's 3 tries. Come on. Four tries. Five. 6. Guys, spoiler alert, I'm failing on purpose.
Wait.
7. 8. Oh boy, guys. 9. Okay, guys, this is not funny anymore. Mike knows just how hard this is. That's 10.
This is a frame perfect.
11.
Out of bounds.
All right. That was close. I felt it. 12. 13. Oh, okay, Harry. I don't know why you jumped. 14. But once I get the skip, it'll be very cool, and you guys will clap. Is that 15?
Yeah, I believe. And we want to get the stick back into neutral, essentially, when we see Harry doing the up animation off the ladder.
That's 16. 17. I'm going to get it on the 20th try. 18. Deathline, you said you would match me. Is that 19?
Yeah.
20. Alright, guys. That is all $20 I will be donating. Alright, this isn't funny anymore. Please get the clip.
You can do it, Harry. We believe in your clip.
I have been stuck here for a few tries. Alright, guys. Any donations, guys?
So, really with this skip is it's the hardest part is literally getting out of bounds. Mm-hmm. There is a really good, nice setup once we are out of bounds.
Actually, we do have a couple donations.
All right.
All right, first one is $20 from Jonathan. This says, late donation for Seven's run. Apparently, I missed a good time. And then $3 from Deathline. All my homies hate Draco. Also, starting to take names for Pokemon Shield. Ooh. Excadrill name. $3 for SS4C7.
I promise I can do this glitch, guys. I promise.
You got it. It's sometimes, Chad, it took me 60 times. So, like, this, like, we...
Okay, there we go.
You'll
All right,
feel
I
it.
need quiet.
Nice.
All right, guys, we did it. We did it. Okay. We did it.
Oh, damn.
All right. So basically, after I got out of bounds, I had to do a whole bunch of precise inputs that I was counting the number of times Harry grunted to know how much I did. How many of those inputs that I made. But yeah, basically that skip is insane.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
It's the patience and the just once you get out of bounds, you have to change your mindset to these steps.
Yes. So I will be donating $20 because that was more than 20 attempts. And I believe Deathline will also be donating $20. Spoiler alert,
Yeah, exactly,
guys.
Mike.
I threw for content 20 times. How many dropped frames? I only have 456 on my end.
So when we go into the next dungeon, we're actually going to have Scourge in our inventory, weirdly enough.
Yeah, despite not ever picking up Scourge. Alright, if any donations came in, this would be a good time to read them. This is like nothing.
Nothing yet, but I just want to remind everyone that we are still $25 away from meeting our target for the classic mode for Freedom Planet. So if you're planning on donating, please consider our target incentives so we can get more extra content into the marathon. And thank you for your consideration.
Cool. But yeah, as you can see, this book is huge. It's as big as Hermione is. But yeah, so once my run is over, post the emote. Which emote? Oh, I know what you mean. All right, we're about to pop off.
I love that emote.
Wait a minute, that's illegal. Alright, so at the end of my run, I'll donate the $20 that I promised because I'm bad at the game, but that's okay. It's going for a good cause, so don't mind it one bit. Why does it exist? Because it's HP Kiss. Like, I don't know. HP Kiss is like a really disgusting Flash game that won't exist in 3 months. Yeah, he literally just took a screenshot from the game and posted that. And made it his emote. Which is super awesome sauce.
Do I have time to read off another donation?
Yeah.
We have two, actually. So $20 from Deathline. It says, "It's okay, Xeno. We knew you threw on purpose."
Yeah, throwing for charity.
And then $20 from DSB Mike saying, "You rock, Xeno."
Oh my god. Thank you, Mike, for matching the donation. That is so awesome.
And then I would also like to announce that we have met our target for Untitled Goose Game Glitch Exhibition. Thank you very much. And we are currently just a little over $5 away from meeting Freedom Planet Classic Mode.
All right. So it looks like I managed to squeeze $60 out of throwing, so that's kind of cool.
There you go. Oh, yeah, do you have your stick pellets? There we go. Okay,
Yes.
so here we go. Boom.
Alright, and that is the last stink pellet skip you'll see for a while. Basically, there's a cutscene there that'll activate, and it'll be two people come over, and they're like, is it really true? Are you the heir of Slytherin? And Harry's like, no, I'm not. And they're like, I believe you, though thousands wouldn't.
Yeah, it's true.
So I just...
It's like three students, too.
Yeah.
Oh, like, whoa.
Wait, what do you love, Ness? Alright, and then this is probably the most precise skip that I do in the game. Coming up after this cutscene. Oh yeah, though thousands wouldn't. And he says it like that. He's like a snobby Hufflepuff.
Yeah, he says it like that.
Let me do an impression. I'd believe you, though thousands wouldn't. Yeah, purple Hufflepuff. Disgusting. Disgusting! So
here comes Avafor.
Luckily, there's a ton of backups for this skip, so even if I don't get the first setup, there's a few others that I can do. Obviously, it's fast to get it first try, but in a marathon run, we take what we can get.
You got it.
Oh, another crawl space.
Harry, why don't you go on this crawl space?
Up. Cool. Hopefully I get it. Let's see. Okay, so I just grabbed an invisible ledge here. Now I'm gonna do a series of inputs. Okay, that's not gonna work, I don't think, unless I... Okay, moving the camera there manually did help. Oh yeah, I just dropped a few frames. It's okay. They're back now. Gotta line myself up here. That'll work. Okay, so basically, I just skipped the whole chamber.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I went from like 400 dropped frames to 900, so... But yeah, that was Avafor skip. If you notice, I didn't play any of Avafor's. Yeah, you guys skipped it too with the frames. That's awesome. But basically, after I exit, I have to go back into the room just to trigger the event list that says that I actually completed it, so that I can go and play this next Quidditch match. I guess it's the first actual Quidditch match. So that is why I had 3 loading screens in a row there.
This is also concluding many of the harder skips of the run.
Yeah.
It's going to be another pellet and small incendio skip later on.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, all the heavy lifting has been done right now.
Yes. So I am, I am very glad that I have gotten past all of like the actual hard stuff that happens in this run. PB for bathroom break. Let's go.
Harry Is he the only one called for chamber? I mean, him and Ron, we'll see later on in the game. They do go to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom together.
Hmm. I think it's just convenient, Mike the Magician. Like, convenience for the game. Or Harry's just always late to class, so everyone else has already gone through the chamber. But you'll see later when I enter into the Incendio chamber that despite not ever grabbing the Avafor's book, once I'm in the Incendio chamber, the game's checklist says it's basically like, oh, you can't be in this chamber without Avafor's, so we'll make sure Avafor's is in your inventory. But if I checked now or even just after I did Avafor's skip, it wouldn't show up. Just a little bit of interesting stuff there.
All right, Hufflepuff match.
Yes. Hopefully I get a okay RNG here. Can you please activate the cutscene, Harry? No, okay, that's fine. So as you can see, sometimes when you ride past a snitch, the game just decides not to activate the snitch catching cutscene, and there's like not really much I can do about it.
Yeah, the windows, it's narrow.
Yeah, for sure.
I love this game too, perk.
Mm-hmm. There we go. And hopefully I catch it. Okay. My snitch catching RNG has actually been really, really good. Yeah. I've gotten it on 1A press every single time. But fun fact about this game also is you don't need to even win the Quidditch matches. Obviously, it's faster too, but nothing happens gameplay-wise if you don't win. Like, it doesn't stop you from progressing. There's like one line of dialogue that's different and one cutscene that's different, but it's the same length, so it doesn't matter. Also, Ron goes to bed.
Oh my god, Ron going to bed.
Yeah.
Ron loves to sleep in this game.
He does.
He loves to sleep.
He is a frequent sleeper. Alright, anything you'd like to plug or any donations?
No donations at the moment, but I would like to plug in Direct Relief just to explain the cause that we're doing.
Yeah.
A little bit more about Direct Relief and their COVID-19 relief program. Direct Relief maintains an emergency stockpile and whenever possible, prepositions emergency caches of essentials that are likely to be needed immediately and can help avert or reduce the health effects of an emergency. While responding to the COVID-19 outbreak in China and seeing the rapid onset shortages of PPE, treatment capacity, and unprecedented quarantines, Direct Relief reserved stocks and immediately began preparing for the expected arrival of the virus in the United States and other countries. Upon the virus's pandemic spread, Direct Relief has been sending shipments of protective gear on a near daily basis to health facilities across the United States and the world.
All right.
So, time for Myrtle.
It is. It is time to meet Moaning Myrtle and also go back to the second floor. And what happens in this room is like a huge plot point in the book and the movie, but the game just decides to like gloss over it. Basically, Hermione has made a polyjuice potion, which will turn me into Goyle. who is a Slytherin and one of Draco's friends. Hashtag cancel Draco 2020.
Cancelled.
For sure. But
What's interesting too is the cutscene that we'll see in the PS2 version. You actually see more of a transformation rather than Harry just getting knocked over here too. Which is kind of random.
Yeah, in the book and movies, both Ron and Harry take the Polyjuice Potion, and so does Hermione, but Hermione turns herself into a cat by mistake, so...
Cat-Miney. Draco Ash? Draco's your boy.
Draco is a redeemable character, except for his use of Wizarding World slurs. Harry's voice acting as Goyle is awesome. Yeah, I'm fine.
We're gonna see more bad behavior by Draco too.
We are, yeah.
Too.
Get to the nest before your fat belly explodes.
It's gonna be a good dialogue scene, chat. But again, another really easy stealth scene. So, and this will be one of the last ones of the run.
Yeah, this is just standard doing chores for Hermione stuff again.
Yeah.
Fun fact, if you run into the ghosts, you will take damage despite them being ghosts. Like, you don't phase through them, so you actually have to avoid them.
And then we're also passing that saving scroll as well, where we can save the game normally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have to sneak in as Goyle because he's Slytherin, but after this cutscene, you turn back into Harry, and you do have to sneak your way out. But yeah, we're working with Mario rules for sure. But the cycles on every single sneaking section in the game are fixed and completely predictable, so not too much going on there. Yeah, Draco is just basically just like a little shit. Yeah. So just to enjoy the little cutscene and relax, and take a break. Taking breaks is important, and make sure you're drinking water. Hydrate yourself.
True.
My father will hear about this. To the hospital wing. Yeah, that's it. The hospital wing. I've got a stomach ache. I need to get something for it.
Also, another random fact. I don't know if it was explained in the beginning of the run, but Ginny actually had her Gryffindor robes on before she was even sorted. So I don't really know what the explanation was about that.
That is true. I think the best explanation that I've come up with is that everything in the Weasley family are hand-me-downs. So I assume she was just wearing like one of her brother's robes.
Right. Yeah. Maybe. Who's the one studying dragons?
Bill. Or Charlie. Charlie's the one with dragons.
Charlie.
He's the one that is like never in the... Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, there's really no transition. It's just, we're Harry.
I've got to get out of here.
to be Harry. Harry Potter.
Yeah, now we just go and we do another cutscene. Like I said, oh shoot, what am I doing on the first floor? That is awesome. But like I said, game based off of movie equals lots of cutscenes. With sporadic gameplay. And now that I've done most of the large glitches, it's mostly smooth sailing from here on out.
Yeah, just some RNG stuff and rowdy.
Mm-hmm. That is true. The game is good. The gameplay mechanics are quite fun.
We're in Hogwarts right now, Ash. Second floor. Yeah, the game is actually really good. I feel like it has a lot of Zelda elements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's lots of good exploration in this game. The Hogwarts Castle is okay for its time. If you want to play a Harry Potter game that best represents like Hogwarts, I recommend playing the 5th game, just because it utilizes a lot of elements of the castle, and the castle itself is extremely well designed.
Wind Waker, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you like what you see, you can always go onto speedrun.com and look up the Harry Potter speedrunning Discord and all that. Get to know some of the other runners and familiarize yourself a bit with the other games in the series. Because like I said, everyone is super supportive of new runners, and it's kind of it's, I don't want to say beginner friendly, but it's definitely you can get an okay time with a little speedrunning experience because the game is so linear.
Great game to run and great community to be a part of, so
Definitely.
I'm very happy to be here.
Like I said, Mike and I joined very recently as far as just how long the community's been around in general, and we've only been a part of it for the past 4-ish months. And I'd say neither of us have felt alienated or anything at all, so shout-outs to the community.
Chilling.
Alright, and we're going to the 2nd floor again. Because we loved it so much the other times. Let's go!
Because apparently Flitwick is splashed from on the 2nd floor. But what's interesting is that the 2nd floor is charms always, really.
Mm-hmm. Prepare to be cursed by this model of Flitwick.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Yeah, they literally made half a model and mirrored it.
It is really important in this game.
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
I know, it's so cursed.
Bluebell flames.
But yeah, this is the most of a chamber that we see in this game, and even then we still do a tiny skip here. But if I was doing the updated route, which only one person has completed a run of, we would see very little of this chamber as well.
Yeah, also exclusive to GameCube as well.
Yes. Alright, sometimes this likes to work and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, that's not going to work. You can fall right into the cutscene so you don't take damage there. But I didn't do that because I'm a noob.
Also, the spells are in your inventory now.
Oh shoot, I need to apply this and that. Okay, interesting. After I pick up the Incendio book, you're going to see me take an intentional death, and that is just so I can refill my health for a skip when I come back to this room.
It is very reminiscent of Ganondorf.
Hi, Ganondorf. Yep, that is awesome. So remember how I said we fight 3 of those gargoyles? That is the second one, and we are about to fight the third. So they didn't really space out those boss fights that well.
Also, there are little bases that you can hit, and sometimes they'll have healing items.
Yes.
Or beings in them, so sometimes we just tap those for more health.
Yes, you will see me do that in the Forbidden Forest. Might be hitting some mushrooms in hopes of getting some health out. Okay, that was fail. Me when I fail. Yep, I failed. Okay, and now I'm going to be doing a little skip here. With Avifors abusing a little exploit. Let's hope I don't get hit by the flames. Yeah, that's fine. It's easier to just see what the skip is rather than trying to explain what it is, I guess.
Essentially, the bird gives you, it lifts like the gate, and then you can just, if you have Harry in front of the door there, it just lifts him with it.
Yeah. Like that. Normally there's another gargoyle that you have to fight in order to lift both the gates at the same time. But you can just do that and that happens.
It was really nice positioning to it that before.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm going to die here to refill my health. And it doesn't lose any time in an as far as the run goes because the loads get removed anyway. I mean, RTA obviously it loses time, so this marathon, I'm not gonna magically save time, but it'll help me with this little skip in this room too.
And when you cast spells in this game, if you hold spells down long enough, you'll do a longer casting animation. You can kind of tap the buttons lightly to just flip the spell out immediately, which helps.
Yeah, I usually end up double tapping the spell. In that way.
I like that. That's cool. I didn't know that actually. I should try that.
I think it's just because I'm used to trying to quick cast Lumos in HP 3.
Oh my! Oh, quick cast in there. I see.
Hello. Thank you. So basically, I'm gonna run into the fire, and then run through the fire. Yeah, these things are so annoying because you just have enough time for them to work, and then they fall back down. And if you the collision in this game is like not the best on those platforms because they're like moving up and down slightly, so you can like get stuck just climbing up and down and up and down and up and down, and it like wastes a lot of time.
Yeah, they're very sensitive.
Yeah,
it's best to always aim for that middle. What Xeno just did.
Ooh, who's gonna be follower number 1, 2, 3, 4? It was Mike. Pog. Alright guys, who's gonna donate $1,234? $12.34? Huh? Basically, I'm gonna play Quidditch again. Oops.
There's wood, chat, wood.
Let's go. Yeah, we're slowly approaching the end game here. You will match to your drop. Okay. To be fair, I've only dropped 997 frames, so that's actually really good for me, because last marathon I did, I dropped like over 11,000. I'm already donating $20 for my 32 Scourge tries. Come on, guys. Come on, be honest.
Didn't feel like a last boss, Mike?
I said $32? No. Come on. I said I would match $1 per attempt up to 20 attempts. If someone wants to cover the other $12, that would be cool. But yeah, this is just like the other Quidditch, so any donations or plugs?
And this is the second last match of the rep.
Nothing new, but just a quick status update for our targets. Freedom Planet Classic mode is currently $5.69 away from being met. And then our other incentives is off. Ride the Roller Coaster is off by $46. Any amount is appreciated and it's going to a great cause. But if you cannot donate, we still thank you for being here. We appreciate you coming out to watch this awesome marathon, supporting this awesome cause. So thank you very much.
One thing that I'll mention about Quidditch is that the matches get progressively harder every time, meaning like the number of people who'll try to like run into you, which is called tackling in Quidditch, and the number of bludgers released on the field increase. I think there's like 4 in this match, and then there was only 2 in the Hufflepuff match, and in the Slytherin match there's like a whole bunch.
If you get hit by a bludgeon, you lose your boost too, which is very unfortunate.
Alright, as you see here, I'm struggling with Quidditch RNG now. There we go. I still got it in 1 boost, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Now we only have to worry about Quidditch one more time.
Good old Slytherin.
Yes. And the Slytherin match is the hardest match. That has way more bludgers, and I think they go faster too. And a lot of people tackle you, and they tackle you harder.
We're going to make a visit to Hagrid's hut soon.
Yes, we are. All right, and this is another nice, I guess, long cutscene in case anyone needs to use the restroom, but they didn't want to miss any of the awesome action.
Lore.
Well, only the Seeker is allowed to go after the snitch.
They send people after you, and like they try to get you off route, really.
Yeah, but the other team Seeker can actually catch the snitch.
Yeah, that can happen.
I think it's like on a universal timer, so like if it takes you more than like however many names, I just read Ness's message, but takes you however many minutes to beat the match. We got an epic HP game. Yeah. Then it just like automatically ends. Alright, I'm going to donate my $20 now during this cutscene.
It's that long.
Yeah, it's long enough to donate $20.
Well, whoever he was, he didn't write in it. It's completely blank. Otherwise, someone wanted to try and get rid of it then. Weird.
Harry went to bed before anyone else in his dormitory got home.
Alright, what should I donate towards?
He sat on his fork.
We'll do that.
Through the blank pages.
Hello, Harry Potter. My name's Tom Riddle.
I'm at Hogwarts. Horrible stuff's been happening. Do you know about the Chamber of Secrets?
Of course I know about the Chamber of Secrets. In my fifth year, the chamber was open and the monster killed a girl. I thought it was no Potter. What can you expect? I can show you. You can take me inside the memory lab.
Okay.
Harry sat
Ooh, wow, we got a raid, guys. Let's go. Welcome, raiders. This is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for GameCube.
But monsters don't make it,
Uh,
never killed no one.
come on.
if Zopni would like to sort of explain once again what direct action is, or direct relief is for the new viewers, that would be appreciated.
Sure thing.
Sort of
Welcome in,
know what the,
everybody.
oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, Shell, for rating the SS4C marathon. Welcome, everyone. This marathon is currently hosting in support of Direct Relief for their COVID-19 response. Direct Relief is an international charity that works around the world, including in the United States, to try to ensure that they are improving the health and lives of people affected by poverty and emergency situation by giving them the essential medical needs that they need at the time. We are currently working for their COVID-19 relief response, which is basically getting as much PPE to our frontline workers here in the United States. Since January, Direct Relief has delivered more than 30 million N95 masks more than 7 million gloves, more than 1 million face shields, and tens of thousands of protective suits and others to help safeguard our health workers. Any amount helps. We really appreciate y'all coming out. !donate will get you the link for the donate. And then if you can't donate, we still thank you. Lurking around, chatting. We have an awesome lineup of more speedruns coming up. You can do !schedule. And we just thank you for coming on out and appreciate your time here. Thank you very much. And real quick, I have a $20 donation from Xeno. It says, a 30-second try, Monka S.
It sure was.
And with that donation, we have met our Freedom Planet Classic Mode incentive. Thank you very much. Our next incentive will be $46 more for off for Ride the Roller Coaster. Thank you very much.
All right, so basically, welcome everyone from both raids. That is super awesome. Thank you to the raiders. Like I said, my name is xenothelatino. I am playing this awesome game for the best console ever made, the Nintendo GameCube. Co-commentating is DSB Mike. And we got Zopni on hosting, so... this game, because it's based off of a movie, there are lots of cutscenes. So, we are in the midst of a very cutscene-heavy portion of the game. There's probably, in like 20 minutes of gameplay, there's like 12 minutes of cutscenes, so... I'm about to enter the Forbidden Forest and attack a bunch of spiders, so...
Aragog children.
Yes. I can't deny my children fresh meat.
Also, Harrog's gonna yeet that key.
Yeah, he does eat the key.
Like, really hard.
The key... basically run around the back of the hut. That saves a few seconds. Yeet.
So the spiders are really, they have a lot of hitboxes.
The spiders are the worst part of the game as far as enemies go. I would not be surprised if I die at least once in the Forbidden Forest. In fact, I think I've died at least once every single time I've run this game. Basically, I just... Oh, shoot. I am used to Incendio being on B here, so... that is why I just casted Expelliarmus for no reason. Yeah, they throw stuff at you too, so even if you don't hit them, yeah, you can see I just got hit there because a spider threw something at me. They look like beans, but they're not. I honestly couldn't tell you what they are.
That's right. So, yeah, the GameCube version is quite different from the PC version, and actually it's different than the Game Boy Color version and the GBA version.
Mm-hmm. Master has given Dobby a sock. Every dollar donated is one sock for Dobby, so keep that in mind. A cave with trees, yeah, basically. Socks for Dobby Pog.
Here comes another cutscene.
Yeah, this is a pretty severely long cutscene too.
We're really gonna upset him.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of enjoy some of this voice acting. Sorry.
No. The GameCube and Xbox versions are actually the same, but they just differ in load times. But the PS2 version of Chamber of Secrets is a little bit different. Different prefects, different boss fight mechanics.
Yeah, different enough to be considered its own category on the leaderboards, despite being like the same bare bones kind of game.
Yeah. So there are a couple of less skips in the PS2 version compared to GameCube and Xbox.
Mm-hmm. So basically, I just need to run around here. And, okay, hang on. I'm going to see if I can get a pasty out of here. Yeah, let's go.
Nice.
I need to run and hit all the areas where his giant web is being held up. There we go. That's another pasty. I'm going to try not to get a bean, only because I haven't picked up a bean yet in this run. And as soon as I pick up a bean, I'm gonna get one of those gray text bubbles that comes across the screen. And if I don't need to get that in the run, I'm definitely not gonna do it. Sometimes
that spider
can kill you. But yeah, I hope you guys see what I mean, that these spiders are ridiculously like annoying.
There's also going to be a lot of jumping here.
Yes.
But what's nice is, like, they saw before, pick up some healing items from the mushrooms. Those are very important in case you're low on health.
Yeah. I'd rather not die in this area if I don't have to. And there's a weird soft lock that you can get in this game. Hopefully I don't get it. But sometimes after you break the last web that's supposed to initiate the Aragog fight, it just doesn't initiate it, and there's nothing you can do about it. To prevent it, you can pretty much... the best bet is to reset your console in between every single run. So, yeah. Yeah, this spider is spoopy, and there's lots of them. But yeah, the big spider is very, no bueno. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, I got 2. Let's go. Okay, that was kind of high.
Nice.
Also, you'll notice me clipping on random objects sometimes. It's just because the collision in this game is awesome.
We have
All
time
right.
for a quick donation.
Yeah. Actually,
We
perfect
got
timing.
we got $5 from Voncro that says, "Yo, let's go."
Let's
Thank you very
go!
Go. Go.
All right. This is awesome. All right, and now we have Aragog boss fight, which is 99% RNG, 1% movement. So basically, we want him to stand up on his hind legs and show his tummy, like that. And we need to hit
glowing
him 4
tummy?
times. Yeah. Okay, we're getting good RNG here, boys.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
twice in a row. Can we do 3? No. Basically, best case scenario, he stays in that one spot and shows his belly 4 times, which almost never happens. Even just getting it twice in a row, though, is like really swag.
Yeah.
And now to have it a 3rd time is really good, too. Oh, dude, I can't believe that just happened. Marathon luck, let's
It's
go!
It's also. Oh my god. Yes.
All right, that was really, really good RNG. That's like the 2nd best RNG you can get there. I've had that fight last upwards of like 3 minutes because of RNG, so to have that happen
great.
is really cool. So shout outs to
Oh,
RNG.
yeah. Shout out to Aragog RNG.
You're lucky to be alive. We now know that Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. He was innocent. Wait a minute. Something Aragog said.
Ron, come to the rescue
Aragog said she was
10 points to RNG.
with the Ford Anglia.
what if she's still there? We don't think. Not by the matter. It would make a lot of sense if it was.
All right, cool. And then the next morning, we're actually going to have our last stink pellet skip.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are. I am notorious for missing this last stink pellet skip. Like, it's kind of my thing, I guess. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
Ron loves going to bed.
Ron does love going to bed. Fun fact, this is the only end of day where you're not immediately on the correct menu to end the day. You have to go 1 to the left. I don't know why that is, but it is just a weird quirk of this game.
It is the only day in this game where.
Mm-hmm. Every other day, you just have to hit Z and A, but that one you have to hit Z, L, and A.
That works out too for us because we can equip stink pellets if we want to.
Oh, I totally didn't even think of that. that was me totally failing, and now you see why I skip, why I'm bad at this cutscene skip. Also, shout out to my bird for screaming.
If you notice in the house points chat, Hufflepuff is not its normal color. It's completely different.
Yeah, purple Hufflepuff isn't real and it can't hurt you. Alright. Yeah, birds are going crazy.
That's actually a good point, Mike. Picking up an item right before the cutscene, where you pick up the potion vial.
Chat, funny story. I actually have 13 birds. I have 4 lovebirds, 2 cockatiels, an eclectus, a green cheek conure, a dusky conure. Is it here that I skipped? No, it's the next one. There we go. I got it.
Nice, yeah.
Did I say it? Yeah, I said an eclectus. A bare-eyed cockatoo, a budgergar parakeet, an African grey, and a Hans macaw. What is everyone's Hogwarts house? I am a Hufflepuff. It is a lot of birds, but they are awesome and totally worth it.
All right. This is the last Quidditch match of the whole entire game coming up, and the hardest
It
one.
is. Yes, and it is also nearing the end of the game.
It's very much like, and we're getting pretty much end game. After Aragog, you basically just go through the game as normal.
Mm-hmm. It won't quite be 30 minutes underestimate. It will be severely underestimate, though. So, for context, when I submitted this game, my PB was a 232 RTA, and now my PB is like a 222 RTA, so...
We are going to Quidditch right now.
That is why my estimate is so high. But I figured there's lots of stuff that can go wrong in this game, so having a high estimate is not a bad thing. As you saw with 30-second try Scourge skip, that could have been even worse. So hopefully I just get it here. Okay, hopefully I catch it.
Oranges. Yeah.
Come on. Awesome. Okay, that went really well.
They've been so good this run. The catching.
Let's see. So Scarecrow. There are two subspecies of African Grey. There's a Congo African Grey and a Timney African Grey, and they both have slightly different temperaments. I have a Timney African Grey. She's great, but she is very picky about who she likes. Like, she only likes men for some reason. Like, she won't let my mom hold her. She won't let my grandmother hold her. Definitely just prefers men. But that's, like, can happen with any bird, so...
Actually, here's Dumbledore. He gives us the house cup. I mean,
That's
the
true.
Witch cup.
Yeah, he does.
There's his cameo.
I'm men in tights.
All right, and then we're gonna see Ron confess his love for going to bed again.
He will. But an African Grey, as cool as they are and as great as their vocabulary and mimicking ability is, they're not a great, like, first bird, I guess. Just because of how much attention and stuff that they need, and just, like, they're very high maintenance, I guess. Like, getting a bird is, like, a complete lifestyle change. Like, there's lots of things that you can't have in your house if you have birds, like no candles, no oil paints. Like, if you paint your room, like your walls, you need to, like, have your birds out of the house for, like, 2 or 3 days after you're done painting. And, like, no non-stick cookware, because the fumes will damage their lungs. There's just lots of things that people don't realize about owning birds that constitute a dramatic lifestyle change. But yeah, basically we are putting together
The pieces.
yeah, like all of the cutscenes that we skipped earlier in the run together. That is true. If you can, please donate. $1 equals, or one donation equals one fact about birds. And more socks for Dobby. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And for context, I am a zoology student specializing in ornithology, which is the study of birds.
This is basically the cutscene of figuring out. Oh, basically the keyword here is pipes.
Yes,
Simply.
and flippin' big snake. It is Pog, yeah. Pipes.
A giant snake. Surely someone would have seen it. Pipes! Pipes, Rob!
Pipes!
Pipes,
Pipes!
what? And we're going to be heading to the final boss area now, Chad.
Yes, we are. This game will be over in about 10 minutes, so...
I'll go first. You join me in the moaning myrtles on the second floor.
Come on, Harry. British people be like, pipes. Pipes, pipes, Ron. We love going under estimate deathline. Get the marathon back on track. Let's go!
We're going to see some Tom Riddle action.
We are about to see young Tom Riddle. She's still alive, but only just.
Only just.
Sorry to disappoint you and all that. You got a license for those pipes. Okay, so the large estimate deathline was because when I submitted this game, my PB was a 232, and currently my PB is a 222, so... If I resubmitted now, I would make my estimate like 235 probably. Yo,
Commercial
Gooby,
time.
what's up?
Hey, hey.
About my glasses.
Chad, wait for Harry's parcel tongue.
Oh yeah, he does speak parcel tongue here again.
Yeah, yeah.
20 plus minutes of Scourge attempts, yeah. I mean, that could have happened.
It's I've seen 60. I've been part of 60.
Yeah,
True
wasn't your
story.
most 69? Haha.
Yeah, it was 69.
That is
True
so
story.
bad. 420 attempts for Scourge skip. Let's go. Yeah, he can speak male.
Sneak. English.
English. Oh, and here's another save scroll that we won't be using. Okay. I accidentally just failed there by walking into it and wasting like 5 seconds, but that's fine. Alright, and this is the boss fight. The culminating boss fight. I must be miles under the school, and his reaction is, ugh.
Hardcore Harry. Ginny, and sometimes Ginny blinks. A cutscene. I've noticed.
This is
I don't know.
young, flamboyant Tom Riddle. Write as much fan fiction as you would like. And, sunglasses face.
She read my diary for months.
But you, Harry Potter, how is it that you managed to defeat the greatest wizard of all time?
Why do you care?
Haven't you realised yet?
I am Lord Voldemort.
The greatest sorcerer in the
All right, this is the boss, chat.
Fun fact, I am Lord Voldemort is an anagram of Tom Marvolo Riddle, which is what his name is.
He's not as dark as you might think.
To business, Harry. I'm going to teach you a little lesson. Let's match the powers
Snick.
of Voldemort, heir of Salazar Slytherin, against the famous Harry Potter. Kill him.
Yeah, there's this boss fight, and then there's like a cutscene, and then there's like a little bit of gameplay where I just run and I run into a door, and then it'll be time. So, in like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, the Great Hall door.
Yeah. Depending on how quickly I kill the snake, because sometimes I really just screw this part up. Because sometimes it just decides not to get damaged.
Also, the music's really good here.
Like here, I think I'm too close. Like right now, like yeah. See, okay. Sometimes it just doesn't. The damage just doesn't work, so that's fine. We'll just dab a little bit. I guess not actually. Yeah. No, it doesn't let me dab. What do you think, Mike? Do you think I was too far, too close, or was that just like random?
I think maybe slightly a little far. I think if you were a little more in the center,
Okay.
a little bit closer. Yeah, it is weird because I usually like to gently tap forward on the stick.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I like hold up. Yeah, there's just a lot of weird little things about this game.
And what's interesting is that since this is different from the PS2 version, there's actually a completely it's a little bit different how you fight the boss in that game, where you have to aim the sword a little more, kind of up the snake's body instead of just pointing at its head.
Yes.
All right, that was good. Yeah. And like you said before, it's kind of RNG how the snake goes into these holes.
Like that, I just got kind of bad RNG because he climbed. He went through 2 holes basically instead of just coming out of one.
And then the last hit on the snake, we'll know he's on the last hit when he comes out of the center hole.
Yes.
We'll know that's the hit.
And nothing is more sad here than having what happened to me on that first hit happen on a PB pace run.
Yeah, I've gotten hit by that like venom, and it's just like it does a lot more damage, Chad, if you're in the center of that venom. It's a devastating amount. Nice.
Yeah, I have in my PB I lost like 3 or 4 minutes of time save that I should have had against this boss. Just to show you how like brutal it can be sometimes. Alright, 2 more hits and I think he's done.
You got it.
Yeah, this is kind of just goofing around.
Just waited it out. Yeah.
You can do kind of fun stuff with Harry here. Yeah.
Suddenly sword.
Just gonna run around in circles.
Each hit you hit him, the venom attacks increase.
Yes. So on the first one, he only hits me with 2 venom, then it's 3 and 4 and so on. But luckily, this game made it pretty easy to dodge the venom.
Yeah. The sword of Godric Gryffindor.
Yeah, there's sort of like a tension that you can feel when you know that it's locked onto him correctly. It's hard to explain without just like playing the game, but you can definitely feel it. Yeah, I do like the swing noises. But yeah, this is the last hit. Time doesn't end here, like I said, so there will be a little bit of gameplay after this. But looks like I'm going to do well under estimate, so keep the marathon moving, you know? But,
Alright, and then we'll see the snake come out of the center. No, that's fine. Like, mouth, and that's how we know it's like the last hit.
But as my time is coming to a close, I just would like to say thank you to the SS4C staff for having me, being able to show off this game, and thank you again for Mike for co-commentating with me. So
thanks for having me, SS4C. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I'm glad that we could talk about this amazing game.
Yeah.
All right, cool, nice. So, Magically, the Fang, just goes into the diary. It's quite convenient.
How many dropped frames? I'm at 1,809, which is 0.6%. So I will donate 60 cents.
Harry to the rescue.
Yeah, time is coming up in about like 30 seconds. It'll be when I enter the door to the Great Hall.
Harry! Ron! Hermione! How are you feeling? A lot better now, thanks. I'm really disappointed. With all that's happened, Professor McGonagall has cancelled this.
Dono's $1. Come on. Ooh, that purple Hufflepuff in the back. It can't hurt me.
Anyway, did you know the house campus is about to be awarded? Presentations in the Great Hall. Yeah. I hope you've got enough
Friends have a little bit of a chat. They regroup to that eventful night.
2 years in a row. Well, when you're ready, Harry, we'll go in.
All right.
Ron!
And wait. Time.
GG.
So that was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the GameCube. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to everyone who was watching, for all the hosts and raids and donations, of course. Definitely. It's a worthy cause, and I was so glad to be a part of it. I guess I'd like to shout out just the speedrunning community in general, and specifically like SLS for refining most of these strats that are in this game. Any final thoughts, Mike?
Thanks for having me as your co-commentator. Glad to be part of this awesome event. Thanks for having me. Thank you, SLS, for showing us these strats. We're new runners in the Harry Potter speedrunning community, but we enjoy supporting each other.
Yeah. So,
That's the end.
all right. That was